We didn't expect him to go as quick as he did. Obviously, you know, we feel it's had a knock-on effect and shortened his life. It's a tragedy. It's sad. Very sad.
The family of Philip Dickinson want this man to come forward. He pushed their father over as he fled a shop, having just stolen some chocolates. Mr Dickinson, who had a heart condition, was injured in the fall and died a month later.
It's a petty theft, but it's had a knock-on effect that's resulted in a death. And I just hope that person can prick his own conscience and realise that what he thought was just a theft to him has now resulted in somebody's life being taken. And I think he needs to look inside himself and come forward.
Mr Dickinson had just walked to this shop when a man ran out carrying some chocolates he'd just stolen. He knocked Mr Dickinson to the ground. Now, that person may never have intended to kill him, but the fall Mr Dickinson suffered has been deemed a factor in his death, and that means this case now must be treated as manslaughter.
I just like to basically say to the person that did actually push him over, put yourselves in our position. How would you feel if it was your father that had been took away from you by somebody else? And just hand yourself in, basically.
I think it's terrible for anyone to be taken that way. I mean, he was a 75-year-old man, and I think it's terrible to have the life ended that way, you know, all for the sake of something as petty as Mars bars.
The one thing I would say is this person probably didn't go into the shop with the intention of coming out and causing those injuries to Mr Dickinson. So to that person, I would say, really, yes, you have gone in to commit a theft. What's happened afterwards, you're probably not even perceived when you've gone in the shop. But the fact it has happened, we can't get away from it, and we need to deal with that. And the only way we can deal with that and come to some closure for the family is by that person coming forward.
Mr Dickinson is described as a loving father and grandfather. His devastated family say they want justice for their dad. David Henry, Channel M News.